Hi everyone, welcome to Soy Trading. Today I'm showing you week one of my trading journey to 10K. My goal is to develop a consistent source of income to replace my 9 to 5 and prove that anyone can learn day trading without buying a course. Quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I'm literally just figuring things out as I go. I've always been interested in finance and stocks, so I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to share what I've learned so far while I try to put it all together for you guys. So for this challenge, I've opened a paper trading account on TradingView to place my trades and record the results. To be completely honest, I usually do this on my iPad, but today I'm recording on my computer, so let's see how this goes. You just click the person up here to log in, go to sign in. I'm gonna sign in with my account just like that, and then boom. So now I'm logged in. So this is my trading view. Here you're able to see a couple different indices as well as the charts underneath. If we scroll down a little bit, these are the top stories section. So this is where you can find different news about different stocks. You can do a little bit of research before deciding if you want to go into a trade or not. If you go further down here, you can see stocks with the highest volume or the most volatile. Here, down here, you're able to see the biggest gainers and losers from the past week. So these are the stocks that have moved the most up and down over the last couple days, and basically it means that there's a lot of investors and traders looking at these stocks, so there could be potentially big moves for you to be able to get into. If I scroll back up to the top right here, over to the right, this is my watch list. I have a couple different indices. Let's start at the beginning. So this is SPY. So this is basically an ETF of the S&P 500. This is the market. Here you can see the chart, the stock moving up and down. I've got a couple different ETFs for different indices. This is TQQQ. It's basically a 3 times leverage, so it moves a little bit faster than SPY, but it's basically the same thing. And then further down, I also have IWM, which is the Russell. I have Bitcoin on my watch list, and then here I have the Magnificent Seven, so that includes Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, all those guys. And then further down, I have semiconductors, which is mostly AI, and then I have a few other different names on here that I just found interesting over the last week, and I've been wanting to take a look at. If I scroll up here, let's go up to SPY first and take a look at the chart. So this is now your chart for the S&P 500. You can see the times down here. So this is the 12th, which will be Monday when the market reopens again. But right here you can see all your different times. You can have different time frames. You can look at the 5-day or 6 months, different things. You use this right here to be able to look at different times. I usually stay in much lower time frames, but anyway, you can just do this. You can zoom in with your mouse and use the borders down there to be able to make adjustments. If you go down here to the trading panel, you can scroll down right here. So these are all the different brokers that you can connect if you want to use real money. But again, I'm paper trading, so I'm going to go ahead and connect to my paper trading account. And boom, I'm going to pull this up here. So now from this, now you're able to see this is my account and the trades that I made this week. As you can see, I started with 10K USD and now I'm up about $300 or 3%. So my strategy so far has been pretty simple. I'm honestly not very good at technical analysis and all that. I've just been keeping up with market news, trying to stay up to date and find stocks that have been overbought or oversold. But yeah, let me walk you through some of my trades. So my first trade of the week was Apple. I was in a lower time frame right here. Basically, what my thinking was last week the market went down. There was a huge sell-off on Thursday and Friday, but Apple didn't actually go down that much compared to the rest of the Magnificent Seven. So my thinking was, Apple still has a little bit further to go. I drew out this short trade. Basically, this right here is my stop loss, and this is my take profit. I drew out this short trade thinking that Apple had a little bit further to go down. Clearly, it didn't. I got stopped out almost right away. I lost just over $200, 1 unit. So what I realized from this trade basically was that, even after last week, the market is still pretty volatile. I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to ease into it. I'm not going to rush anything. You know, everything's still settling down today. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, see what happens. So I left that one alone. Tuesday, I went over to NVIDIA, and let me see if I can find my trade right here. So NVIDIA went down quite a bit on Monday. And so I was expecting a bit of a rebound on Tuesday. I was like, okay, after it's been down this much, I expected to do a little something. It opened right about here. Unfortunately, the stock went down a little bit, and it went past my stop loss before hitting my take profit just after the open on Wednesday. Super annoying, but there's not much I can say. It was a bit of a bad pick, bad timing. I could have made this better if I had drawn out this trade a little bit better. If I had given it a little bit more space, put my stop loss maybe a little bit down here, given it more space to move around, then I could have had a beautiful swing trade that would have lasted, and I would have hit my take profit on Wednesday. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta accept the losses. Um, But what I learned from this trade, it was actually really helpful because seeing Nvidia go up like this, it's like, okay, even though I missed the trade here, I know that Nvidia is a big part of the S&P 500. So I went over to TQQQ, and then from there, let's see if I can find my trade right here. I was able to get in and I was able to catch the gain. So I got in right here and it went all the way up. I was following, I had a trailing stop loss just to make sure I didn't lose anything because I know the market was still pretty choppy, and I think I got stopped out right here. This was where my stop loss was, my trailing stop loss, and it saved me from this loss right here. So that just goes to show, even from a loss, you can definitely still learn things. And it's also really, really important to follow all your trades with a trailing stop loss, just to make sure that you can lock in gains because the market is unpredictable. You never know what can happen. Wednesday, I went over to SPY just because I'll show you. So right here on Tuesday, there was a huge sell-off right around 3 o'clock, and the market just sold off for the last hour of trading. So I saw right here, even on my RSI, it was at oversold. So I was like, okay, let me try and get in this. I believe that the market is going to rebound today, and it's going to make up some of its losses. So I got in early, right at open. The stock went up, but I was actually busy doing something at work, and I wasn't watching my trades. So it went up, came all the way down, went negative, and then it went back up. And this time I came back and I checked my trade, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I ended up, my trailing stop loss, I believe it hit right around here with these bearish candles. And then as you can see, it did go up, but that trailing stop loss saved me from all of this loss here because the market sold off again. It was crazy. I wouldn't say it was luck, but I drew out my trade right and I followed it with that take profit. I'm glad that I came back and I was able to lock in that profit right here. Because I missed all of this. This is why it's so important to use stop losses, because things like this can happen. Something like this could blow your entire account in one day. Um, let's see. Tuesday was my last Tuesday. I also did a trade. So this is on the 8th. Again, after that huge sell-off, I went into it with the same mindset. Okay, we're probably going to get a rebound again. It was at oversold on the RSI. So what I did right here, put in my stop loss, I put in my trade right at the open. My stock went down a little bit, did not hit my stop loss, and then it ended up going way, way, way up. I think with my trailing stop loss, I got stopped out right here with this big red candle. And so I did miss out on a little bit of gains, but like I said, honestly, I've seen what the market can do, even like right here. Things change on an instant. Even if you don't get all the profit, if you don't maximize, and you can't capture every single gain. Sometimes you just got to be happy with what you get. And for this one, I was really extremely happy. I did really good. I followed my rules. I took my profit where I was supposed to, and that led to me being up 3%. So in total for the week, Like I said, I'm up about $300, which is 3%, which is really great, even in a weird market like that. One important thing that I wanted to note, not every trade has to be a winner. I only won 3 out of my 5 trades, and that's what, like a 60% ratio, 66%. Um, but I was still able to end positive just because I followed my rules and I took profit where I was supposed to, and I used stop losses to limit my losses. I didn't revenge trade or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. Overall, the market was pretty choppy this week. I didn't want to take a lot of trades, so I tried to just focus on a few things, and because of that, I was able to walk away with a profit. Hopefully, as I continue developing this strategy and managing my risk, I'll be closer to my goal by next week. Also, for everyone who stuck around this long, I wanted to share some of my sports bets from last week that are also kind of contributing as like a third source of income, I guess. Um, I have a different app that I usually use to track my picks, but they didn't have the Olympic events for some reason. Even on here, you can see that the Olympics are done by the time I'm recording this video. But anyway, I took USA men and women to win gold just because they literally never lose. And then also in the CFL, the Montreal Alouettes to beat the Hamilton Ticats. And altogether, that made me just under $50. Um, but yeah, if you guys want to know more about the rules I use to gamble responsibly and how you can also make a little bit of money from that, let me know down below. But yeah, that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to Soy Trading. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.